people that get into deep sin and just sin in general, if you add up the sin that's in your life, the transgressions, the deep moral bankruptcies that you committed against the Christian God during this time, all the secret stuff, all the stuff that's hidden that you maybe can't remember, but a full lifetime of it, right? Of heathenism. Well, when you grow into sin and you see when little kids, little babies, right? They have what's called innocence to them, right? Innocence, right? And at some point, God decides that they lost their innocence. They ate the apple of rejecting God in some way. That now they're accountable. They lost their innocence, and now they're accountable to make Jesus the Lord of their life and to get their sins forgiven. When people say they lost their innocence, that's saying you need Jesus, because if you die, eternity in hell. Now, with that said, you get in sin. You know, Adam and Eve, when they were in the garden and they work in the garden, they necessarily didn't have to take a shower every day. They didn't have to scrub their ass every 5 minutes to stay clean. They went about their business and they were blessed, right? They weren't stinky, right? They were in the Garden of Eden. With that being said, the further and further away people get from God, the stinkier and nastier they get, right? Yeah, you can, if you don't believe me, just go to Stormy's house, give her $100 and ask to smell her crotch. And maybe if your olfactories work real well. No, I'm not saying to do that. All I'm saying is don't stick your tongue on it. That's all I'm saying to the booger eaters. I'm just giving advice. With that said, society is growing more and more away. I got to be a certain way because society is that far away from God. When in Rome, look at boy butts. I don't know. But this is what I'm talking about. As far as the creation growing in sin, right? They get stinkier. And of course, kids get stinky and little boys because all of a sudden they are interested in girls and they start stinking, like because they have stinking thinking. Well, the younger and the more innocent they are, maybe not toddlers or babies, but to me, like a lot of Catholics or whatever, little boy butts are beautiful. Now I know that's programmed into me by, of course, Obama. He wanted sexual sin voters, permanent sexual sin voters. And how can you do that but make them on the sexual sin spectrum in order to have a permanent loyal vote? With that being said, of course, that's why Obama is in collusion with the deep state and big tech to control the masses via tech. But anyway, kids are cleaner and more, they're righteous with God in a sense that they're more attractive than ugly, stinking, thinking adults.